In Hendricks County, Adam Schoombs, WRTV.
Wow, such a sad story. Well, police say officers had to cut the 3-year-old boy out of the burning vehicle. 2 police officers were injured trying to rescue the child.
Moving tonight to weather, it's a cold but dry day in central Indiana. And it's much quieter than last night when thunder rumbled from above.
Yeah, so Kevin, what are you tracking as we get closer to the end of the week?
Some skies are clearing a little bit. You saw a nice little burst of some sun on the horizon, probably on your way home this evening. Sun is setting as we speak, 34 degrees. As we mentioned, a dry evening tonight, unlike last night where we had some big time thunder. Saturday will be a day to watch. Rain mixing with some freezing rain potentially. As we go through the evening, temperatures pretty much locked in the lower 30s. Clouds decrease. It will stay breezy at times. We may see some 20-mile-per-hour gusts return overnight. This is how your Friday starts. Sunshine, 32 at midday. We'll finish the hourly forecast for Friday and look at the weekend coming up.
The Indianapolis-based NCAA has changed its participation policy for transgender athletes. It now limits competition in women's sports to athletes assigned female at birth only. This comes a day after President Donald Trump's executive order banning transgender athletes from participating in girls' and women's sports. The NCAA policy change is in effect immediately and applies to all athletes regardless of previous eligibility reviews under the organization's prior transgender participation policy. Indiana already has a law that bans transgender athletes from participating in women's sports teams in K-12 schools. That went into effect in 2022.
Families in need of child care development funds have been on a wait list since the end of last year. Now Governor Mike Braun plans to get rid of the wait list by investing more money into the program. The Indiana Child Care Development Fund, or CCDF, pays for child care for low-income families. Child welfare organizations like Firefly Children and Family Alliance say foster parents also heavily rely on the program. And that's why they're advocating for House Bill 1248. This bill would give foster parents priority in receiving CCDF assistance. Without it, kids in need of care could miss out on being placed with a loving family.
It's a real problem if there's nobody to take them. You know, they're in foster care because they need a safe place to be while their parents are addressing the issues that brought them into the child welfare system. So it's critically important that we have good families who are able to care for them.
Firefly Children says that foster children outnumber foster parents in Indiana. House Bill 1248 is waiting for a vote in committee. If you are interested in becoming a foster parent, you can fill out an inquiry form at indianafostercare.org. And if you're thinking about adoption, visit the website indianaadoptionprogram.org. A problem that temporarily kept Hoosiers from getting their licenses and plates renewed at the BMV and kept state employees from doing their jobs today is now resolved. The Indiana Office of Technology says a hardware issue was to blame. State agencies, including the BMV, the Department of Revenue, and the Family and Social Services Administration, were temporarily locked out of their computer systems. The good news, the state says there was no risk to Hoosier data and everything is now back online.
If you live outside of a big city and you have an emergency, well, there's a good chance a volunteer firefighter will answer your call. WRTV's Tosh Simmons tells us about the effort to attract more volunteers as soon as possible.
Every child has a dream job. Sergeant Jaden Hoffman of the Monroe Fire District is living his dream.
My mom and dad, as a kid, they took me up to the local fire department and they said, hey, go ask them.
After that knock on the door, the then 16-year-old trained to become a volunteer firefighter. He worked his way up the ladder and made firefighting his career.
When someone calls 911 and dispatch doesn't know who to send, they just send the fire department.
Even though Hoffman is paid, Monroe County still has a roster of volunteers ready to respond, including 78-year-old Joe McWhorter.
I started when I was 23. I helped organize back in 1969. Not quite as fast as I was, but other than that, I'm ready to go.
But who will be there when McWhorter hangs up the hose? He says finding new volunteers is much harder now than when he started.
So much different because you have to have more time. It takes so much time to get the schooling in, and everybody's busier now, and it's hard to do it.
But if you have the time, VFDs across Indiana want you to sign up. The State Fire Chiefs Association launched a website with a FEMA grant to attract potential firefighters with the click of a button. 80% of Indiana firefighters are volunteers, and the ones already in the truck need help because they are busy.
Every call we go on, it just poses a different problem to us, and we get to show up and try and figure out how to fix that issue.
Every county has people brave enough to put on this uniform. Indiana's VFDs just hope you're brave and motivated enough to knock on their door and ask for an application. In Monroe County, Tosh Simmons, WRTV.
There are a lot of volunteer opportunities out there. Indiana has more than 800 volunteer fire and rescue departments statewide.
An Eastside eyesore is no more. The city of Indianapolis announced today the demolition of the courtyards at Roselawn Park. The apartment complex has been vacant for more than a decade and even caught fire at one point. The demolition is part of the city's overall efforts to address nuisance properties. Crews took down 2 buildings back in December. The demo cost more than $300,000, but people who live nearby say it is well worth it.
Think about it. You've purchased your home, lived there for over 50 years, and you look at your property values going down. You look at the people around you. You're even ashamed to have people come to you to see you coming down Emerson. I say, go the back way. Don't come down 38th Street.
The city hopes the demolition reduces crime and revitalizes the surrounding neighborhood. The apartment complex land is privately owned and future plans are still in the works.
Well, the demolition of these apartments will have a profound impact on Roselawn Park. As you can see here from this map, the park is adjacent to the apartments just west of the courtyards. WRTV Investigates has been telling you about problems at Roselawn Park, including illegal dumping and high weeds. Our Kara Kenny explains what's in the works to address those issues.
Trash, debris, and overgrown weeds. Back in September, WRTV Investigates introduced you to the issues at Roselawn Park. City County Councilor Ron Gibson vowed to do something.
What do you think about all these weeds?
Again, I'm embarrassed. That needs to be cleaned up immediately. My son cannot enjoy the amenities of this park because of the weeds.
Gibson told us one solution was to demolish the abandoned apartment complex next door. Fast forward 5 months, and it's happening.
The time has come to restore safety, dignity, and hope back to our neighborhood.
The city will do a full master plan for Roselawn Park using dollars from the city budget.
We don't do very many of these because they actually come with funding for design, community outreach, things like that to actually improve the park going forward.
Where the playground sits is actually more of a wetland.
So it really should be more of a native planting area. So part of what we may look at is moving some of those park amenities up and closer to where hopefully there will be redevelopment where the apartments previously were.
The city plans to hold meetings in 2026 to gather input from the community and hopefully turn trash into a new neighborhood treasure. Kara Kenny, WRTV.
Well, Kara learned Roselawn Park is 11 acres and has been around since 1968.
Federal workers have at least a few more days to decide on the future of their employment. This afternoon, a federal judge delayed the government's buyout program from going into effect for now. Scripps News' Maya Rodriguez looked into the decision that more than